back to the 92 Meshgroup channel. This is Coach Coltharp coming to you from North Carolina. Hope everybody's having a great preseason camp. I know we're getting rocking and rolling. We got our first week finished, and then we have our first scrimmage next Monday night. So we're, kind of getting in there, and the grind was really, the first Monday morning after having a Sunday off was good. But our guys are responding really well. So I hope your guys are too. Hey, listen, if you're really excited about this season and you want to go on this journey with us and continue talking about the air raid, I really appreciate, hey, subscribe to the channel. We're growing. We got a really good community, active, different places where people can talk, whether it be the squadron meeting room or in the closed forum. So subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on the video. In the comments, let me know how you're doing in camp, or if there's some questions you have. I'm really excited to start talking about what we're doing this season. We've started a new kind of process. I was able to work it out to where we could do a subscription package for the total air raid system. So if you're really interested in that, there's an introductory rate. It's like $9 or $10 a month. It just kind of helps me pay for the web hosting and things like that to get all the stuff up on the system. But what we're going to do is every week I'll add something to the total air raid system member area, whether it be special teams, game planning, cut-ups from our games, and talk about those kind of things. We'll still do some stuff here on the channel. We'll keep the short video deal, but there'll be more in-depth stuff in there. So if you're interested in that, go over to the store. You can click it up. It's $9.99, and you just keep it for a month, keep it for 2 months. But also, if you join and subscribe, you do get access to the total air raid system itself. So you can still watch the 20 videos and do all those kind of things. So if that's something you're interested in, check it out. If you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter at Coach Coltharp or at 92 Meshgroup, and we can do that. All right, so let's jump into the video. Today, I thought it would be cool to continue our best calls or best ways series. And today we're going to talk about best ways to feature Z in the air raid offense. If you talk to Coach Mummy and them, they always tell you Z is supposed to be like the best guy. And so for us, it was always kind of X. We put him at X, and I think that's because when I learned from Coach Salas, he is such a slant guy. He loves slant. If you haven't seen his video on his channel about his favorite pass play, he loves slant arrow. It's his deal. So we always kind of put that guy at X. This year at Fairmont, our best guys are probably going to be Z's. Even though, to be honest, we got some guys, they all look the same this year, and it's a great problem to have. They're all 5'11", 6 foot tall, can get after it. I'm really excited what we might be able to do offensively this year with some of those athletes. But our Z is kind of a little bit more going to be our feature. So I thought I would talk to you about 4 ways to feature Z in the air raid offense. And the first one is going to be, probably my favorite play, and that is the fast screen. The flat for 5 fast screen that you've seen me talk about several times. With the flash fake from the running back, getting that in and getting out. And we put orbit drill in today at practice for the first time. So I'm probably going to get some film on that for you guys, and it'll be in the member area if you want to see the orbit drill. And gosh, them boys looked great doing that today. Getting in and getting out, learning how to lean into the screen really made a good thing. But that's the first way I like to get the ball to Z. And this play is good either to the wide side of the field or in the boundary. So we're really excited about that. The second way is the vertical game. And, whether that's going the actual vertical route, the must outside release, or if it becomes a stop route. That's a great way to get the ball to Z on that deal too. And the thing about getting the ball to Z in the vertical game is he kind of has to be the matchup guy, because we always teach our guys to read left to right. So, we're going to tell the quarterback, start on the outside. If we feel like we can win on the outside, do that. And then we go X, H, Y, R. We usually don't throw Z unless he's the first guy. And so that's something. And I'll tell you this, don't be afraid to do this. When I first put the air raid in with Coach Salas, one of the things that we did is we had 6X and 6Z, which meant, we told the quarterback, read Z first. So if you're not comfortable in letting your quarterback figure that out yet, or if he's not experienced enough, go ahead and don't be afraid to tag the receiver you want him to read primarily. I mean, he's still going to have to go through the progression, but if you say 6Z, that means you want him to read that side first instead of the other side, which is a good way to do it as well. You know, also we've talked to our quarterbacks about checking, you know, based on depth, that whole thing that we talked about in the video the other day, idea. If you haven't seen that, there's a video on the channel we put up a couple of days ago talking about coaching up young quarterbacks and giving them an idea of what's going to happen. Looking at the inside of the box, looking at the depth of the corners, looking at the eyes of the corners and the alignment of the safeties and DBs. So giving them an idea of what to do is also a big thing. Getting the ball to the quarterback, to Z in mesh is a great way to do it as well. You know, people sometimes get so wrapped up in the mesh that they forget that the mesh is not the primary read. You know, it's this corner route or like we were talking about today, is tell the quarterback to throw the ball in the grass. And if it bends Z into the grass, then you're okay. So, you know, getting the ball to him in mesh is one of the best ways to do it in looking at Z. And then the last thing that we're kind of toying with a little bit is short motion. Being able to bring him in, you know, running shallows, bringing him in and then letting him work back outside, bringing him in, running jet sweep, doing different things like that. So that's kind of 4 ways that you can feature Z in the air raid offense, especially if he is a wiggle guy, which is kind of what we want. We want a wiggle guy to be Z. I like to get my bigger, more athletic, you know, taller receivers to the jumpers. I'd rather them be X. And that's usually because Y is going to be our better screen blocker. So, you know, hey, that's 4 ways. This has been Coach Coltharp. I really appreciate you guys. Hey, check out the system. We do have lifetime memberships available. If you get the preseason bundle, you don't have to worry about the subscription package. You'll have lifetime access to the total air raid system and everything that we provide. And just always remember, like and subscribe, and let's spin it to win.